Hello. I'm gonna talk about this Judge Kavanaugh issue. Um, when I think about this issue right here, I draw two conclusions from this issue. First, I'm gonna go off subject real quick because I just heard something on the TV. I'm talking about how the VP, Vice President, was saying that China is threatening our elections. They more of a threat than Russia, and all I can do is laugh. All I can do is laugh because it's a joke that someone from that administration is speaking up, talking about China or someone else is messed with the election. See, what you supposed to do is, Mr. Pence, the administration, okay, all the intel experts, FBI, everybody said that Russia interfered with our elections in 2016. Okay, forget all that crap about um, our administration is more tougher on Russia than anybody else. That's hogwash. It's hogwash. So you didn't take it serious, okay, about Russia. An investigation is going to show why. I'm not going to jump to conclusions. I'm not going to jump to conclusions and accuse the campaign of conspiracy, conspiring with them Russians to win the election. I'm not going to make allegations. I'll wait till the report come out. But you all didn't take it serious because it helped you and your party stay in power. So you didn't take it serious. Now other countries like China, let's think of some other countries. Uh, let's maybe Iran got capabilities. I mean, it seems like you're picking on them, trying to start something, get something started uh, with them. Iran, okay. You think you're in love with North Korea, but North Korea ain't your friend. North Korea ain't our friend. So maybe they have good cyber and hacking capabilities. So by you Mike Pence, your boss, the administration didn't put their foot down and take no real meaningful actions to stop this interference by Russia. Now it might be open season on our elections. So now you going are you going to try to do something now? Because the quote I'm paraphrasing is Mike Pence said China don't want Trump as president. So now that your party is not benefiting from the Russian hacking, now you all want to do something. Is that what you're saying here? You want to do something now? Stay tuned for that one. I just think is if it wasn't true, it wouldn't be so funny if it wasn't true. So I'm gonna talk about the Kavanaugh incident issue. I draw two conclusions from the Kavanaugh issue. The first issue is this is the Me Too movement. The allegations against Judge Kavanaugh are very consistent with the Me Too movement. You know, you got Kavanaugh, POTUS. and the Republicans, they calling the accusations against Kavanaugh. They calling it politics. They blame. They saying it's politics. It's a witch hunt. It's a political hit. That's what they're saying. A quote, a political hit job. All right. They questioning the motives of Dr. Ford and the other women that's coming forward. Okay, they question the motives. Like, I mean, why are you all coming forward now? That's consistent with the Me Too movement. It's not consistent with politics. Quote, political hit job. It's consistent with the Me Too movement, right? So the judge, he appeared to be frustrated. He frustrated over the allegations. Why he frustrated? I mean, he frustrated because he's innocent until proven guilty. He say he didn't do it, but I mean, when I heard him speaking, it seemed more like he was, and I'm not making an assertion of guilt, but he was defending his resume more than denying her charges. He was defending his resume. Um, 26 years ago. I mean, they felt it just seemed like the Republicans on the Judicial Committee, as well as Kavanaugh, I mean, they just feel offended because these allegations were like from 26 years ago. Once again, that's consistent with the Me Too movement, not no political hit job. Um, I could just draw one conclusion from that. And then you got the Republicans. They very dismissive of the allegations. Basically their philosophy, basically it just feel like they saying these women took too long to come forward. So it ain't true. We ain't giving this no play. They should have came forward sooner. It been 26 years. That I mean that's what it sound like they saying. That's what it feel like they saying. You should have came forward sooner. 26 years ago, we don't believe you. I mean that is truly what it feel like they saying. So the conclusion that I come to, since they questioning why the women take so long to come forward, they feel like 26 years is such a long time when you have let's say now I'm gonna be clear. I'm gonna be clear. I'm gonna be clear. Bill Cosby is now a convicted felon. He's in prison. I'm not in no way, shape, or form comparing Kavanaugh to Cosby. I'm just making a comparison as far as the Me Too movement to say that Republicans not believing or not mad because this thing came up 26 years later. I'm just comparing that to someone like Cosby that had allegations since the 60s. All right, he had allegations since the 60s. Every decade, been a number of women from the 60s, 70s on forward. So that's the comparison I'm making. It's about the Me Too. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything comparing him with Cosby because Cosby is now convicted and Kavanaugh is innocent until proven guilty. So what I draw from that is Republicans do not respect the Me Too movement. That's what I draw from that. They don't respect the Me Too movement. Um, Women, in their opinion, they should have came forward when it happened. They feel like women ain't credible when they come forward 10, 20, 30 years later. I mean, that's just what I get from them. They do not respect the Me Too movement. Now, the Me Too movement, a lot of people done evolved in their opinions about the Me Too movement. Now, let's be honest. When women was coming forward, a lot of people, men and women, were saying was not really believing them, the woman that come forward. Let's be honest, because it's like, well, why she didn't come forward then? Why they didn't come forward then? Why they took 20, 30 years? So they wasn't being believed because they took so long. And I fell in that category. But over the time, I evolved. I evolved. Who the hell are we to tell a woman when she should come forward? So I done evolved into that point of view. Who the hell are we to tell a woman when she should come forward? And if you see how they treated um, Dr. Ford, you understand why women don't come forward. How they treat her. At first they were saying she's credible, POTUS, she's credible, she's believable. Then next thing you know, boom, gloves are off on the campaign trail, talking about the woman. So that's just pros. They just don't believe. They don't believe in the Me Too movement. Everything that's been going on lately with the Kavanaugh hearings and everything, in my opinion, it's consistent with the Me Too movement. All right, just look at it. I don't know why they haven't evolved into the position that a woman will come forward at her point, at her time, on her own accord. Nobody, and most of them, for every one that come forward, you got about 3 to 5 that never come forward. So just think about that. So you got all these people that, once again, allegations. I'm gonna read the Webster. Allegation is a claim or assertion that someone has done something illegal or wrong, typically one made without proof. So that's the definition of allegation. These are allegations against Mr. Kavanaugh. He's innocent to proven guilty, but this is the Me Too movement. And you look at this, look at all these prominent people that went down. At the point in time when they went down, they were just allegations. They were just allegations. Matt Lauer, Charlie Rose, Al Franken, Democrat. Democrats are consistent. When our stuff came out about Al Franken, they ate him up. They didn't even give him a chance to defend himself. No investigation or nothing. Democrats are being very consistent. Al Franken gone. Bill O'Reilly, Blake Fernthal. Oh, that's a Republican from Texas. He's gone. He used campaign finance funds to pay somebody off. Okay. Then you got your most prominent ones. You got Bill Cosby. You had 58 accusers. He was charged with everything from proposition to drugging to sexual assault, sexual abuse, and rape. That's what Bill Cosby. Those are all allegations, and then you have Harvey Weinstein, the Hollywood producer. 87 accusers. This is the Me Too movement. Okay, nobody. What he said, the judge is still innocent to proven guilty, but this the Me Too movement, and I mean, I just feel like they was getting all emotional, all bent out of shape, claiming politics and this and that and the third. But it's the Me Too movement, and Republicans don't respect the Me Too movement. And why should they? Why should they respect it? The leader of the party, he has 22 accusers himself. He has 22 accusers. He the leader of the party. Roy Moore had accusers. The Alabama Senate candidate. He was pulling for him to try to get him in. Republicans want him in. I don't mean to say why should they care, but the leader of the party have accusers. They don't respect the Me Too movement. And I will caution people. If you really know somebody and you really support somebody, that's fine. That's fine. But once this type of allegation show up, be careful. Be real careful. Because you may know this person or you may vouch for this person, just like a lot of people knew Cosby, a lot of people in his community and African Americans and others vouched for Bill Cosby, didn't want to believe it. But once you go up to 3, 5, 10, 30, 40, 50, something is wrong. So you go out on a limb and defend somebody. It's a way you can go about it. You go out on a limb, defending somebody. Then next thing you know, boom, convicted. Now how you feel? How you feel? Convicted. So once again, Kavanaugh is innocent until proven guilty. But all you going out on the limb, and I expect that from POTUS. He don't care. He got 22 of his own. He don't care. And apparently the Republicans don't care about the Me Too movement. They don't care. But I caution you. I caution you. I caution you. Also, innocent to proven guilty. It took years, but all these allegations against Cosby and Weinstein, Harvey Weinstein, they were just allegations. They started out allegations. Prison in jail. Harvey in jail. You, you never know where this is going to end up at. So I caution you to don't give up on the people that you know, that you love, that you respect. But when something like this come up, don't go out in a full tilt denial and endorsement of this person. You can still stand by them, but don't go on a full endorsement of somebody you don't know nothing about. All right. The second thing that I've drawn from this um, situation, the second thing, the most important thing, elections got consequences. Elections has consequences. We all know what happened to Merrick Garland. We all know that. We all know. Over the years, you all Democrats up there in Washington, you all has been outflanked, outworked, outflanked, and whatever you want to call it, to the point where they are taking over the Supreme Court and all these federal judgeships. Y'all just been outflanked, just outclassed. We know what happened to Merrick Garland. This is their pick. This is their pick. I know they got help from Russia. We all know that. We know they got help from Russia. But if everybody came out to vote, still would have won. Still would have won. Elections has consequences. This seat was open when you was campaigning. This seat was open. They talk about judgeships in Supreme Court on the trail. You don't. My recollection served me right leading up to 2016 campaign. The candidate and everybody that was campaigning for, they wasn't talking about the Supreme Court pick. It was on the line. It was on the line. I could go back and check my history. Listen to old 2016 campaign stomps from the candidate and those that was out there campaigning for her. All right. You can go back and look. They was not talking about the Supreme Court back in 2016. Okay? This is their pick. Like it or not, this is their pick. Elections has consequences. So that's the second thing that I draw from this Kavanaugh issue. The first issue is not political. It's consistent with the Me Too movement. And the second conclusion that I draw is election has consequences. This seat was open in 2016. You didn't make the voters see how important it was. So if he fell, and to me, I don't think he need to be on the Supreme Court. I don't think he anybody that worked in that Bush administration don't need to be nowhere near no Supreme Court. And he's like a political operative. He's a political operative. So he don't need to be on the Supreme Court. Whether he get voted in or not, it's still their seat. If he don't make it, they'll bring the next one up. One that don't have a spotty background, one that answer questions straight up and forthright, one that don't have this irresponsible underage drinking frat boy mentality. The next person they bring up, if he don't make it, what if they crystal clear? Then what? It's their seat. So that's what I take from that Judge Kavanaugh issue. All right, so it's the silly season. I'm gonna go full blast on politics leading up to the midterm election. Oh, I had one that came in, they left. So if you come through later and watch this later on, thank you for your time. I'll see you all next time.